Good morning. It is a beautiful day on this Friday, but today is a bad day. Today is the day I turned my Yamaha R6 from what it is now into a lawnmower. Now, if you saw my last video, you would know why. Quick rundown, I got pulled over by a cop. My mirrors are too small, allegedly. Pulled out the tape measure to check that one. Also, it doesn't have a CAT, allegedly, a catalytic converter. Damn, you're so dirty actually, you need to clean. And apparently it's too loud. So today I'm on my way to go grab a new exhaust, whole new headers, something that has a catalytic converter on it. We'll swap it out, and then we got a DB test to take it to, so I can officially send it to him and say, hey man, it's all good now. But I can't believe I have to go from this to a stock exhaust. The other thing is, not owning a car means I have to pick this thing up on a bike, so I hope it's not too big. I know I can get it in pieces, so I can take like the muffler off and stick the cat in the bag and then the muffler on top of it, but surely it shouldn't be too big. But like a whole full system for this bike is like 1.5 to like 2 grand depending on what you get. So I jumped on Marketplace, but I'm just grabbing a stock exhaust that has a catalytic converter on it. It's $100. It'll do the job for the test. And now what I imagine people do is they get these things, put them on for the test, and then they go back to what they were. Now I'm not saying that's what I'm gonna do, okay? I'm not saying that, but you know, it'll get the job done. It's just, I don't know, it feels so stupid. I feel like I get targeted for no reason. Like, okay, technically I'm doing thing wrong and I can't fix it, but I get pulled over like every time I'm riding. I'm probably gonna even get pulled over on the way to pick this thing up. And when I was actually parking the bike before I started the video, I fucking dropped it. Like, are you kidding me? I haven't dropped a bike in ages. Like, okay, that's not considering like riding in the sand and all that sort of stuff. Riding on the road, I haven't dropped a bike since I got a bike ages ago. But I have a anterior superior labrum tear, which is not what caused me to drop the bike, but if I didn't have that, I'd probably be able to recover from it. I had it in neutral, which I don't usually do. I wanted to make a video straight after I hopped off. So I had it in neutral, went to hop off. I didn't check that I kicked the stand down properly, and of course I didn't. And when I went down to put the bike down, the bike just went all the way down. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Which is my fault. I feel like such a fucking goober. But that's part of the game. Luckily the bike is barely damaged. There's just a scratch on one of the fairings, which is not actually the fairing, which is just the what's it called? The wrap, I guess. So I can live with that. But it sounds so bad. It went down with a fucking crunch. I was scared to pick it up. I was like, let's not move it just for a second, because I can't. I've never had to pick up the R6 before, so I didn't know how heavy it was. It's actually pretty easy to get up. I couldn't do the sitting back into it though, because I can't do a deep squat, so I had to lift with my back. Okay, look at what we got here. So luckily it did come apart, so hopefully this should fit in here. Go one end in. Perfect. I don't think those headers are gonna get zipped up, but oh well. You fit there and right there. Yeah. Perfect fit. Oh, come on, baby. She's not feeling the love after I dropped her. Now next thing we got to do, get home and put it on, and then we'll take it to the test. When I bought it, it just said 2008 to 2016, so I'm hoping it does fit. Like, I got 2008, so surely it should fit. Because if it doesn't, I can't ride this weekend. Now, I don't want you guys to have to watch me fumbling around with the exhaust to put the new one on. But just remember this. This is what it sounds like now. Fast forward bloody like 2 hours later. This thing is so fidgety to get all the bolts and everything out. These fairings are so annoying, and I don't know how many of these black little things that I broke trying to get them out, but we finally did it. And check out what it sounds like. That breaks my heart. That breaks my heart. Well, we better get it to go get tested now. I can't believe I did this to this bike. There's like no sound to it anymore. The sound's literally coming from the engine, like the front of the bike, rather than the exhaust. You can't hear anything from the exhaust. Nice indicator. For me, it starts to get close to not even wanting to own this bike anymore, because, I mean, the sound is just what gives it for me. As much as I love this bike, when it sounds like this, it just takes away from that a little bit. And I could put the other one back on, which is tempting, but I don't know what's wrong. I don't know what the issue is, but I'm literally, every time I take this bike out for a ride, I get pulled over. I think maybe my plate is tagged or something. I'm not even doing anything wrong. I get pulled over for drug tests, breath test. I usually get a defect. They'll find something wrong with it. Pulling out a tape measure to measure these mirrors, even if it's 1 centimeter too short. Maybe it's just because I've changed it and I'm used to it sounding nice, that it sounds kind of trash at the moment, but maybe I'll get used to it. But it takes away a bit of its personality, that's for sure. It's obviously still a fun bike. It goes like crazy. I don't really post any of the naughty stuff I do on YouTube, but you know, it can get up there pretty quickly. I didn't think it would be easy to pull wheelies on the R6, but you know, if you're going fast enough, then it really doesn't take much to pop that front up. And I'm no wheelie king or anything, but at least it's going to pass the decibel testing now. Well, it better pass it. I don't know what's going to be wrong if it doesn't. Like, that guy's bike can sound like that, and mine can't sound like this. Dude, that guy's bike is so much louder than what mine used to be. I don't get it. Oh my god, now people are literally just making me feel bad. We'll listen to this guy take off. Man, I almost stalled because I couldn't even hear my bike. Oh shit. I can't really lane filter past a ambulance, can I? I feel like people don't know how to act around emergency vehicles. Like, I think the best thing to do, I have a mate who's a paramedic, is to just be predictable. You know, get out of the way, but don't go all sorts of different directions, you know? Go left if you can, you know, indicate to go one way, but do stuff that's predictable so that the ambulance can expect what you're going to do. Alrighty, test done. And I'm not surprised, but he said that it's way under what it needs to be, which obviously I already knew because it's a whisper of what it used to sound like, which is so sad. But at least I can send this back to the copper now, change these mirrors, they're in the post. And then I can wait for another week until I get pulled up again for something and get done for something else, because there'll definitely be something that I'm getting pulled over for. Or nothing I'm getting pulled over for, and then finding something. Like, listen to the sound of that thing. That Ninja 300 is louder than my R6. See? And I'm the only one these days that gets a bloody ticket. Not that I want anyone else to get a ticket, but why always me? Oh my goodness, so much traffic. I'm gonna head to GYG and then I'm gonna head home because I need a burrito to cheer myself up a little bit. And then after I get my burrito, I'm gonna ride this lawnmower back home. No, I'm being a bit harsh on her. She doesn't sound too bad. I think I'll get used to it. Now it's closing. Hello, buddy.